This right here, 2,450 pounds in sales from just TikTok ads, which is about 3,300 USD. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to run TikTok ads in 2025, even if you're a complete beginner starting from scratch. We're going to cover everything. Why TikTok ads are absolutely crushing it right now, the step-by-step account setup, the exact strategies I use every single day to generate these kinds of results, how to avoid getting banned, how to scale profitably, and most importantly, how to avoid all the costly mistakes that beginners make every single day. And stick around because in the second half of this video, I'm gonna walk you through my exact two-phase TikTok ad strategy that's generating over $1,000 per day. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, what exactly are TikTok ads? If you've been on TikTok, you've definitely seen them. They're those ads that seamlessly blend into your regular feed while you're scrolling. These are paid promotions that brands all over the world are using to tap into TikTok's massive, highly engaged user base. And when I say massive, I mean it. We're talking over 1.1 billion active users spending an average of 95 minutes per day on the app. That's insane engagement, but here's what's even crazier. 40% of these users are actually making purchases directly through the app. And TikTok isn't just for Gen Z anymore. Brands of all sizes, from small dropshipping businesses like mine to billion-dollar companies like Nike and Amazon, are leveraging TikTok every single day to reach new, highly profitable audiences. Now, I'm going to be real with you. TikTok can either be a complete goldmine or a total money pit for your business. So, let me break down the pros and the cons. Starting with the pros. First, it's much more cost-effective than other platforms. Since TikTok is still relatively new in the advertising space, they're still building their data, which means cheaper traffic for us. Second, TikTok users are more engaged than any other platform. They're not just liking and commenting, but they're actually buying, even from organic videos. Third, the viral potential is absolutely insane. It's the easiest platform to blow up on. You can literally go from 0 to millions of views in your first few days if you create the right content. But what about the cons? Here's the thing. TikTok is extremely creative heavy. You can't just set up one ad and let it run. You need to constantly pump out fresh, engaging creatives to feed the algorithm. Also, because it's newer, there's definitely a learning curve. It'll take time to understand what works and what doesn't. And finally, a high percentage of users are still Gen Z, so if your product doesn't resonate with a younger audience, you might struggle. But if you're ready to leverage cheaper traffic and you're not afraid of putting in the work on your marketing, then TikTok ads are absolutely for you. Alright, let's get your account set up. First thing you want to do is go to ads.tiktok.com and create your account. And just a pro tip, use a brand new email that you've never used before. This keeps your account fresh and helps avoid any potential issues down the line. When you're setting up, make sure to select your industry correctly. If you're doing e-commerce or dropshipping, choose e-commerce. For payment, I recommend setting up automatic payments and adding your card right away. Now, if you're running a Shopify store, the next part is super easy. Shopify has a built-in TikTok integration. Just go to your Shopify admin, search for TikTok, install the app, and follow the step-by-step process. Your Pixel will be set up in less than 2 minutes. If you're using a different platform, just Google TikTok Pixel integration plus your platform name. Most hosting platforms have easy integration guides. And just like that, your account is set up and your Pixel is ready to track conversions. Alright, so that covers just the foundation. What TikTok ads are, why they work, and how to set up your account. But here is where most people stop, and that's why they don't see results. The real magic happens in the strategy, and I'm about to show you my exact two-phase system that took me from spending $60 per day to generating over $1,000 per day in profit. In fact, just last week, using this exact strategy, one of my other stores brought in over $4,500 in revenue with 30% margins. That's over $1,350 of profit in just a few days. So let me walk you through this step by step. Now, this is going to be a two-phase campaign setup. Phase 1 is the testing phase, where our goal is to validate winning creatives and get some small profits flowing. Phase 2 is where we scale aggressively once we found our winners. Most people try to scale too early or they don't test properly, which is why they burn through cash. This system prevents that. In phase 1, we're going to create separate ad groups for each creative with small budgets. In phase 2, we're going to use what I call the bid strategy to scale winners without constantly adjusting budgets manually. Let me show you exactly how this works. Back in your ads manager, click create, and we're setting up a conversion campaign for website purchases. I'm going to name this product test to keep it simple. Now, for the ad group, I'm going to just call this creative 1. And this is important because we're going to create separate ad groups for each creative that we test. For targeting, I'm going with USA only. If you don't have USA available, you can get a USA TikTok account on Fiverr for like 15 bucks. It's worth it for the higher purchasing power. I'm setting the budget to $20 per ad group, and remember, we want to test multiple creatives. So if you have 3 creatives, that's $60 total daily spend. Only run on TikTok. Disable CapCut and Pangle. Also, disable comments, downloads, and sharing to keep your ads more anonymous. Now, upload your first creative and just keep the ad text simple. Something like shop now, limited time works great. Here's the key. Duplicate this ad group for each creative that you have. So, creative 1, creative 2, creative 3, each with their own $20 budget and different video. This gives TikTok a fair chance to identify which creative is your winner. After 48 hours, here's how you analyze the data. The golden rule is disable any ad group with a cost per purchase above your break-even point. For example, if you're selling at $45 and your product costs $15 to fulfill, your break-even is $30. Any ad spending more than $30 per sale gets disabled. In this case, if for example creative 3 spent $40 and got 4 purchases, that's $10 per sale, which is well within our profitable range. This would be our winner. If all your creatives fail, don't panic because the product might still be good, you just need better creatives. So test 3 new videos the next day. But if you have a winner like this, it's time for phase 2, and this is where the magic happens. I'm going to show you the bid strategy that took my daily spend from 60 bucks to over 300 bucks while maintaining profitability on the store that I'm running. So create a new campaign called bid scaling. Set this up exactly like phase 1, but here's where it gets different. Set the budget to $200 per ad group. And I know that sounds scary, but trust me, it's not going to spend it all. Under bidding, select target CPA, and here's the strategy. We're going to create 10 different bid amounts around our break-even point. If our break-even is 30 bucks, I create bids at 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, $30, and then going up to $32, $34, $36, and $38. So you start at 20 and then you go by $2 up all the way to 38. Use our winning creative from phase 1 in all 10 ad groups, but each one has a different bid amount. Here's why this works. TikTok will only spend money when it believes it can get you a sale within your bid amount. So the $20 bid will be conservative, while the $38 bid will be more aggressive. This creates a scaling system that finds profitable pockets of audience without you manually adjusting budgets. Here are my actual results from this strategy. Day 1 of bids, 320 pounds in revenue, which is about 430 US dollars. Day 2, 315 pounds in revenue, about $423. And finally, day 3, 375 British pounds in revenue, or 503 US dollars, and still going. The bids spending the most money were the ones with cost per purchase around 15 bucks in my store, which is highly profitable. The unprofitable bids automatically spent less on their own. So to scale further, duplicate your most profitable bids 3 times each with 10-cent intervals. So if bid $26 is crushing it, create bid $26.10, bid $26.20, $26.30, and so on. And always keep testing new creatives in the background with different campaigns. The more winners that you find, the more that you can scale. So in just 12 days using this exact strategy, we got 66 orders, 2,450 pounds or $3,290 in revenue, and $987 with net profit with 30% margins. And the best part, I only checked my ads 2 to 3 times during those 5 days. The bid strategy runs itself. Remember, not every product will be a winner. It took me years to perfect this, and even now, maybe 1 in 5 products succeed. But when you find a winner with this system, it can genuinely change your life. If you want me to personally build you a custom Shopify store, give you an actual winning product, and even give you the ads for that product, then check out Platinum Ecom in the description. Make sure to subscribe for more strategies like this, and I'll see you in the next video.